আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL সকার নাইট। সৌজন্যে নীলাজ হোম লিমিটেড, প্রবাসে মায়ের হাতের ছোঁয়া।
Welcome back. We're in the final furlong of the ILFL Soccer Night Show, and we're going to look at all of the fixtures to come up this Sunday. It's a full league programme coming up. Let's start with the second division because we've got second division guests here. Here are the fixtures for this Sunday. Al Mazan going to be smarting from losing their cup game. They go taking on Redcoat. Beaumont Youth and Riverside clash. Robin Hood Tigers, again, another team who will be smarting from a defeat in the cup, take on Tower Hamlets Beast team. And St Catherine's under 21 take on West End Reserve, and St Catherine's will be looking to build on a lovely victory that they got last weekend. We're going to turn to our guys from Riverside who have come down here to see us. So we've got Mabs and Sammy. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Listen, we love to see the new teams in here. We've been saying each week, let's get the new teams in here, let's talk to them, let's find out where they're at. They're new to ILFL, so we're going to find out what we can from you now in this last little section of the show. So, Riverside, by which river are you? Where's the name come from? What's that all about? Come on.
Okay, well, it all started with a bunch of friends who play football on a regular basis, and we've known each other since we've been to secondary school, some from primary, and we all sort of went on to the same college. And yeah, in order to stay in contact, we play football. It's a sport we love. So yeah, a friend of mine came up with an idea. Guys, we're talented. Let's enter a league. So we said, you know what, let's go for it. And coming up with the name was difficult because we wanted something that sort of represents all of us. So yeah, we just went by Riverside simply because of the fact that we all live by the River Thames, all scattered over. So we went with the name of Riverside, and yeah, I mean, here we are.
And here you are. And okay, it's only one win. You're a new team. You've got to find your feet. You've got to see it. So, Mabs, I'm going to ask you now. How do you think it's going then?
It's not been great. I mean, it's not exactly what we expected.
Are you saying it's not been great because the team hasn't quite gelled? I mean, you say you're friends, so the team must be doing well. I mean, obviously, victories will come.
A lot of us are friends, but there's also a few players that haven't been introduced to the team. No one's really had that much experience. Only a few players playing 11 aside. So we don't have that much experience together playing. So this is our first league, and I think we're only going to get better, really. Yeah, I mean, considering this is the first time we've ever played as a team in a league together, we've got a win, got 2 losses, and the games, although the score might not reflect it, they have been close. Just a few errors, and if you make them errors, you're gonna concede. Yeah, you're gonna lose. Yeah,
you're gonna get punished. So tell me about Riverside. You got the name. You sat around the table, got the name. Excellent. You all know each other. Excellent. But it's not cheap, is it?
No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, it is quite challenging to come up with the right funds for, the entry fees for the league, the kits, the training.
So how do you manage to do all of that?
I mean, the first season, we all sort of chipped in towards the goal, and also want to give out a big shout out to our sponsor, Love Bake Travels in Stepney. Just want to say we appreciate it. They help a lot.
But you really need that.
Of course, definitely. And I mean, if there's anyone out there who wants to sponsor us, then please get in contact with us through us directly or through this show if that's possible. So yeah, I mean, it has been a struggle. So we've just all sort of chipped in really and helped each other out.
That shows good commitment when we get new teams coming in and they are prepared to put their hands in their pocket and get together. And they're a likeable bunch. I like them already.
And we'll make the sponsors look good. I mean, we're a good-looking bunch. We play good football. We've got
there you go. That's what you need to do.
We'll go up the league and everyone will know who they are. It's a win-win situation.
Well, that's the way forward, isn't it, for you guys? I mean, I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty football now because you did the Summer League. You enjoyed that? Yeah? Okay, good. You're now in the Winter League and, British football, this is what it's all about, playing through these seasons. I mean, this is where your true players come, because, I mean, this is where friends even start to realise who's your real friends. So how have you guys found it so far, actually, 3 games into the Winter League? How have you lot found that?
I mean, it hasn't been the best of starts, in all honesty. Like Mab said, the scoreline honestly doesn't reflect our performances. I mean, and talking about the Winter League, it's not really, no one likes waking up on a cold winter's morning and going and play, football. So yeah, I mean, we've had to add players because we know it's a longer season. And
Good.
injuries don't help either. I mean, we lost a really good player last week.
Have you seen the other teams in your division?
Yes, I have.
Yeah? What do you think? Because, I mean, you haven't played the top 3 yet,
No,
have you?
no, we
Okay, what do you
No, we
think
haven't.
about them?
I mean, looking at some of the stats on the league table, you have some top teams there. I mean, they are very impressive teams in all honesty. But I think hopefully if we prepare well and just stick to the basics, I think we can pull a few decent results.
No, I have to add something. You know, I'm not usually the person that usually praises teams without seeing any results. But I know you've had quite a slow start. You know, one game out of 3. But fast or slow, all I can say is that they're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think it's right to say we've been quietly singing your praises over the last couple of weeks. We like, you know, from the background we're watching and we're liking what we're seeing from you guys. Obviously, they're looking to try and move up the table and head into the first division, and we're going to take a look at those fixtures for this Sunday right now. Bow and Burdett meet, as do Bromley Juniors and Reach Out. Bromley, I fear for you this weekend against Reach Out. SCTA and Stepney B is an interesting game, as is St Catherine's against Weavers. Let's talk about SCTA and Stepney B. This is a tricky game. I mean, I heard Rush talking about it earlier, how Stepney B have improved. You know, they were in the same position as Riverside. We're a new team, didn't start well. They were getting heavily beaten, unlike these guys. But then they found their form at the end of the season, and now they're a decent team to come up against SCTA, aren't they?
They are. I mean, SCTA, they're on the back of a 100% record right now, so their confidence is high. Stepney B, just gone through to the next round of the Challenge Cup. They're going to give SCTA a run for the money, and I'm going to put it in that way. SCTA really should be winning this fixture, considering the way they've gone. But Stepney B, they're coming through. I saw a glimpse of their games on Sunday against Riverside, and they did extremely well. I mean, it's 2-0. It was a very consolidated and compact performance. Riverside did give them a difficult time, but
They did.
I
They
mean,
ran them hard.
the money says SCTA, but your heart goes for Stepney to either get a draw or even sneak the win here.
And even maybe even sneak a win. Good luck to you guys going out there this weekend to play and try and get back-to-back victories. In the Premier Division, it looks like this. We have a full programme, 8 teams going into battle this week. It's Beaumont taking on Bromley, Ireland taking on Leytonstone. Leytonstone, after their cup defeat, will be looking to get back to winning ways, and Ireland, you need to get a win on the board. Let's see which Ireland team turn up this weekend. London Tigers Stepney is a standout fixture there in the Premier Division, the top 2 going head-to-head, and Sire taking on West End. What should we say about a different Stepney this season? Unlike last season, you know, where it was a little bit hit and miss, they're looking quite solid this
They
season.
do look quite solid, you know. I mean, if you look at the team, if you go on a Sunday and watch them play, I mean, you can't recognize some of the players. Some of the players are really young, nippy, they're quick, they're on the ball, you know, they're up for a challenge as well, and they're not backing off, and, you know, they're hungry for results. And I think that they're trying to prove something, is that, you know, one of the most successful, you know, ILFL member clubs, you know, they want to do something about it this season.
This is about showing strength in depth, because I think I'm right in saying that some of those new Stepney were promoted up from the B side from last season, and the Stepney B team have now brought another raft of youngsters in. So it's strength in depth now that we're looking at, isn't it?
Most definitely. You know, I mean, good thing for Stepney is that they had the Stepney B in last winter season, so they've had one season more than Riverside, so they've got their advantage. And from previous season, we all said that, you know, they weren't going to do very well in the beginning of the season, but at the end, you know, they were seeing some results, and I think that was been noticed by the A team, and obviously they've took some of the players in, and they're doing quite well now. I mean, they look pretty solid.
They do look pretty solid. I mean, where does that sit with you? I mean, it's a long way down the line. But in terms of, you know, moving on, progressing through the season, you've got to be looking to, you know, have strength in depth. I mean, and you're all mates, you're all friends, but have you got little brothers being groomed to come into the squad? How's it going to work for you guys?
I mean, like I said, we are missing a lot of players through injury. I think that's played a huge part in our success so far. I mean, it is all about, you know, getting in quality players and playing the right football, and it will be challenging because, you know, sometimes you don't even get a full squad. You know, to get players in, it's not always easy. But I mean, yeah, as we go along, we'll just try and work our way around it, really.
So these injured players, when they come back, I mean, I don't know how soon that's going to be. Mabs, I'll ask you. I don't know how soon that's going to be, but they are going to be like new players for you this season, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm probably one of those players.
Oh, you are one
yeah,
of them. Okay.
I haven't. I've been out for a while, but I should hopefully be fit for the next game.
Right, come on, give us the exclusive. When are you going to be back?
Next week. Hopefully, yeah, I'll be playing and I'll be destroying whichever team wants to come up against.
Destroying. I like that. See, that's what we need. People who come on and tell it as it is on the ILFL show. So we can look forward to seeing some turnaround in the results now over the next few weeks.
We'll win from now on, hopefully.
I like it. I like it. It bodes well for the ILFL now. We're looking at these new teams coming in, adding a fresh face, a positive outlook, and maybe, who knows, maybe they will start upsetting one or two. I mean, we've still got the League Cup draw to come as well, so let's see who they get in that round, isn't it?
I think we carried out the draw.
We did?
Yeah, and Riverside have been drawn against another second division team. Have I got that right, gents?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So in a couple of weeks, you've probably find yourself sneaking into the next round if you can get past your own division team, and then you'll be up against one of these guys. And I mean, as the Premiership quality, as we know, we've seen it for years.
Yeah,
it's really up there.
Yeah,
this will really test you guys now. And I mean. Those signings that you talk about wanting to make, this is where it becomes really important. You need to go and really dig deep. If it's little brothers or little brothers' mates, get in there. Just make yourself compact. But, I mean, as you can see, success stories, Stepney B, gone up to Premiership. You guys should be aspiring to that. I mean, even Leytonstone, they've gone up. Maybe they've gone up prematurely, but they're learning from it. I mean, they've had three games, 3 losses. So it can go either side. But I think for you guys, brilliant. We love having you guys in our league. And we hope you can promote more people and have a look at these Premiership games. It will really give you good ideas on it.
You know what? It's great that you guys come in. Like I said, it's been a breath of fresh air. Maybe we'll get you back later in the season now when you've not gone 3 games without getting a win. You've gone 3 games undefeated and you're looking to take on one of the big boys in the next round of the Cup. All right, good luck to you and good luck with coming back from injury. And I hope you do destroy a few teams now and you'll come back. That is it. We've come to the end of the show. That's how quickly it happens. My thanks, Riverside, for coming this evening, the guys on the show who have done the punditry. As always, to the boys behind the screen who make everything possible, and of course to you for watching the show and making us famous. It is the ILFL Soccer Night show. Don't forget, Vets Cup this Thursday. Be there. It's going to be a good game. And good luck with all of your fixtures this weekend. I look forward to talking about it, me and the rest of the boys. But until then, it's good night from me, good night from them, and good night to you. Good night.